I think it's pretty safe to say that one of the most mysterious protagonists in the Star Wars sequel trilogy is of course the character of Rey. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that we do know about J.J. Abrams is that he loves the concept of flashbacks, and we'll be bringing that back into the equation here for Star Wars Episode 9. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with a moment between both Rey and quite possibly even her parents and their connection to the character of Luke Skywalker. Specifically, a description of a young Rey with two adults sitting in front of her inside of a tent with a small fire going in the middle. It's described that the older man deeply resembles Rey, wearing Jedi-like robes, as well as the woman in the white dress also deeply resembling Rey. It's described that the man is holding a book described to hold the legends of Luke Skywalker and stories about the Jedi Master. It's said that the older man that looks similar to Rey is reading it to her, telling her stories about Luke, the Jedi, and the Empire. The book appears to be worn a bit as the man eventually hands it to Rey and kisses her on the forehead. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that really do pique my interest when it comes to not just the character of Luke Skywalker and his connection to other characters and how he really got known throughout the entire galaxy, specifically on Jakku. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this most definitely lines up with one of the set leaks that we saw, one of the set photos, by the way, a couple of months ago where we actually did get to see a lot of tents on an actual desert. And this could very well be one of the flashback scenes, a part of Star Wars Episode 9. So first things first, I want to go over these two individuals, one of which is an older man that deeply resembles Rey. We heard about this man several times. He has the ponytail, his face is very much like Rey, and the woman is in a white dress that also looks just like Rey, from what's being described. So, what's really interesting, to me at least, is how this man has a book full of the legends of Luke Skywalker, so all these different stories about what Luke did with the Empire, Emperor Palpatine, and yes, even Darth Vader, and how he actually initiated the fall of the Empire, the Galactic Empire. So, this would not only explain exactly how Rey knows of Luke Skywalker, but also how she knows about the stories of what happened. You guys may remember that iconic line in the, I believe it was the second trailer for Star Wars The Force Awakens, where she says, there's stories about what happened. She knows about everything when it comes to the Jedi, the Sith, the fall of the Empire, Darth Vader, Palpatine. She knows it all. She knows everything. So this book, whatever book this is, holds the legends of Luke Skywalker and stories about the character that are actually gained by Rey by reading this book, given of course to herself by what seems to be her father/mother. Now, the characters that are basically being described as deeply resembling Rey, it really does make a lot of sense because we do know that J.J. Abrams wants to give Rey a very important lineage in this movie. However, I stand by this, is that I don't think that her parents per se are going to be the important roles in her life. I think it all falls directly in line with exactly who her grandparents really are, kind of giving us a parallel to what Kylo Ren is going through with his grandfather, Darth Vader/Anakin Skywalker. How amazing would it be if we found out that, let's say for example, Obi-Wan Kenobi is her grandfather, and then you get this big parallel where both Kylo Ren and Rey clash, both family members of, who fought each other on Mustafar in Revenge of the Sith. To me, I think that's amazing. But moving on forward from all of this, alright, this book, to my knowledge, this has not been explained in any of the current Disney canon for the Star Wars franchise, so this would be something entirely new, and also offer a great explanation as to exactly how Rey knows about Luke Skywalker so very well, and the stories of the Jedi and the Jedi way and what they did in the past during the prequel era, and everything. It's very likely that Luke Skywalker wrote this either himself or people wrote this about the character of Luke. And I think that the way they're trying to really bring Luke into the equation in Episode 9, not just by spreading his legacy from the past and in the present of what he did on the planet Crate, but also his appearance in this film. He's going to appear either in the form of both a Force ghost and or flashback/dream sequences, which a lot of people, I can understand why you wouldn't be all too excited about that, but some people are, and I think that if it's done correctly and executed, done well on screen, I think that they can get it right. I really do. I think that if they try hard enough, they can get it done. Of course, would I rather Luke alive? Absolutely. That would be optimum right now. That's the way to go. But unfortunately, I'm not quite sure if they're really going to do that in the long term, if anything. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.